It is time. Y'all see my hat? Look, I got another hat. $5. I know it looks stupid, and this is a woman's hat, and I ripped the goddamn ribbon off this motherfucker. So I wear this stupid hat, but I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna leave that ribbon on here. But I need some kind of goddamn levity. So I watched Morbius. And I am going to sit here and ramble for a little while about what I watched. But not just Morbius. Because what I did with my smart ass, which is, yeah, I didn't really have a choice. I watched Venom yesterday. I watched Venom Let There Be Carnage yesterday. I watched another movie, Faster, that popped up on YouTube with The Rock in it from like 2010 or something. It was back. It was a movie from back fast. It had Billy Bob Thornton and some other people in it. And I watched Morbius today. I am not very happy about my choices I've made over the last 24 plus hours. Now, Venom, the first one, I kind of struggled through that. I can't tell you much about that movie. I really can't. I didn't like the Eddie Brock, the little main character or whatever. I didn't like him from the start, which was kind of the point. They had to set him up so you could knock him down or whatever. You know how they have to set characters up with. I didn't like him. I didn't. Well, I never liked Eddie Brock in either of the things. It's certain characters. It's like that with me with real people. I don't like certain type of people. They ain't done nothing to me or no shit like that, but I'm just like, he'd be somebody that I just probably would just not talk to. He'd be like, hey, and I'd just walk off. I wouldn't even say that to him. First of all, that investigative journalism shit, I hate pushy people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is on dating apps with me. Everybody seemed like an investigative journalist. So that was a turn off to the character right then and then. I thought back, I was like, you know, Eddie Brock is a tragic character. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Eddie Brock is a tragic character. So, yeah, some shit happened to him. Which shit happened to him. Here you go again. I gotta mix my water. Drink a little bit of that. What's that I got today? I got Welch's Grape. There's only 6 coming this motherfucker, so ain't no use of leaving that one out. But yeah, I didn't start getting through that movie until we got to the symbiote, which I reluctantly liked, because like I say, I'm aware of comics, because I don't read comics. And just another disclaimer for y'all, those of you all that don't know, I am visually impaired, so I don't see everything when I'm watching these movies. It's a lot that I like. I mean, goddamn, a lot that I miss. Apparently, I can't fucking speak either. Just like I didn't know that was blue blood that they was drinking in Morbius. I didn't know it was blue. I know they kept calling like human blood red, but I didn't like that movie well enough to really wonder. Yeah, so I got through the first Venom. The symbiote made that bearable. That fucking villain in that dude, the villain in that movie, that motherfucking, I don't know his name. What's his name? Bradley? Was it Bradley? Start with a B? I don't know. That dude, the crazy rich, whatever. That dude. I didn't like him, but he's villain. I mean, at least make the villain somebody that you kind of like, little bit. He's ass from the start. He's beyond ass from the start. You knew he was gonna get fucked up. Cause he didn't give a damn about shit. He just didn't. So, and then he started preaching about, you know, God and all kind of stuff, and he gonna fix the mistakes God didn't. Get the fuck out of here. And that's coming from an atheist, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. Gonna fix the mistakes God made and all that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Motherfucker. The villain out. You get a villain that always come up to you and start preaching to you. Nigga, you gonna kill me or what? Whatever. Just shut the hell up. Do what you gonna do, but I don't want to hear your mouth. Shit. You're gonna do it either way. Shit. Don't sit here and talk me to death. So, and I know I said the N-word. I'm gonna do that. I'm a hood. Anyway. I don't remember the scenes after that. I remember the one cutscene. I think I only watched one cutscene. When they showed the guy in jail, you know, that he was talking to once they brought him in or whatnot. They need a female Venom though. You know what I'm saying? If they bring a Venom into the Prime Marvel universe, I don't know what's what nowadays. I know we got a little piece of a symbiote. We've seen how much of a fucking symbiote. I mean, if you watch the second one, it don't take much of a symbiote. They grow up and be grown symbiotes. They have their own personalities and whatnot. I don't know, but change it up. You know what I'm saying? If Disney and Marvel gonna have a symbiote, let it be a female. You know what I'm saying? Let it be a female. Everything ain't gotta be super canon. They know that shit. Just have. I mean, they might have. I don't know. I don't follow that shit that well. But let it be. Pick a female. Pick a female. A female. Who would be a good female symbiote? I don't know what the name would be. I know they got a bunch of different names and shit like that, but I don't know. They'll pull some actress out there. I don't know. Anyway, Woody Harrelson. I couldn't think of that dude's name to save my life. It wasn't until damn near the movie was over with. Because I was watching it with somebody that was on the phone with me. We was watching it at the same time. I was like, that's the guy that played like he played in the movies with fucking Wesley Snipes. Wildcats, White Man Can't Jump, some other shit. And I was like, yeah, he was in the fucking the zombie movies. I couldn't come up with Zombieland because I didn't watch those. I just seen like, you know, people referencing that shit. But yeah. So once they got to the Let There Be Carnage, and I like that a bit better than I like the first one. Because like I said, I like the as stupid as it is and as goofy as it is, the symbiote, you know, at least kept me chuckling. Because I was laughing more than usual. Commenting that I was laughing. I'm like, why the fuck am I laughing at this? This is fucking stupid. But I'm still laughing at it. Because the goddamn symbiote is just something the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, see this. But in the second one, Let There Be Carnage, it's the same thing. I like the symbiote. I don't much care for Eddie Brock, but he wasn't as bad as in the first movie. They had their whole relationship, domestic violence, and all. I was like, this shit is stupid. It's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's at this point, it's the fucking supposed to be. Woody Harrelson is your goddamn villain with that that I don't know the chick name. I don't know what her name's supposed to be. Because it's kind of obvious, you know, if you know something about the symbiotes, when they show her power, and it's like, huh. Her power is sound, and these motherfuckers is, you know, weak to sound. Right? You find some way to incorporate that into the movie. You know it's coming. But technically, I don't know. I don't pay that much attention attention to that shit in the movies. I just watch them. I can't make out what's going on half the time, especially at the end of the movie. And that's all of them, because they crowd the screen with so much shit that even people with working eyes can't make out what the fuck is going on. It's always dark. It's always at fucking night. You know, bunch of shit on the screen that they done put there. You know, I'm like, what is it? What is all this? But like I say, that it's all about Venom. And now, which is, quite frankly, I'm thinking how it's supposed to be. I mean, without Eddie Brock, even if they kept that symbiote, and he was born with somebody else, it'd be the same goddamn thing. As long as you kept the symbiote with that personality, you just had that same shit going on with somebody other than Eddie Brock. You know, I like Venom. Don't much care for the movies that much, but I like Venom shit. And Venom don't bullshit. Like in both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like you bite your fucking head off. Wow. And then he like, oh shit, that's a red one. That was like the funniest one. He almost pulled a Hulk after Thanos spanked his ass. He almost pulled a Hulk. He said, oh shit, that is a red one. He said, we could just leave. Shit, you know. That's apparently red symbiotes is not ones you want to fuck with. But he said, what did he do? He did after that. He was like, yeah, today is a good day to die. And Eddie was like, yeah, that's the attitude. He no, that's we. That's us. I mean, it's good. We ones probably gonna die. I was like, see, that motherfucker there, he don't care. He don't give no shit. I like it. I like that he liked that chick. I can just imagine having something that's kind of bonded with you, that's talking in your fucking head. I guess that would get irritating after a while, but you know, it's whatever. I wouldn't mind it for a little bit, because I'm like, they don't show Eddie doing shit in any of these movies because he's still after that same chick, and I'm like, and I like, you know, one thing I like about that movie, I like when the new boyfriend is a G. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like that. There wasn't no fucking bad blood about really between Eddie and whatever that dude's name was. I don't fucking remember. Dave or whatever his name was. It wasn't. You know, naturally you're not gonna like that dude, but it's like Dave was like, okay, let's do it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he even had the little shit blowing fire, you know, when they was fighting in the little church or whatever the fuck it was. He was like, yeah, weak to fire and sound, but without the sound. He was setting that motherfucker on fire. I said, see, that motherfucker's with it. He wasn't no little bitch running off and no shit like that. He was in there fighting with the rest of them. And he wasn't no fighter. I was like, that dude is cool. I like that. The boyfriend, you know, the new boyfriend wasn't no ass. And then, you know, even Venom came around. I like when Venom made Eddie slap him in his face when he had him in the car. And Eddie was at the one to talk to him in the car, and Venom made him punch the dude in the face. That shit was funny. I like to see that shit is funny as hell, man. This shit is funny. I mean, the movie kind of, but that kind of shit keep you fucking watching. If you're gonna have a movie that ain't so fucking great, that's probably, you know, that ain't gonna be like super top notch, make it fucking entertaining. That's for both of the Venom movies. Make the shit entertaining. So, yeah, I was like, okay, I got through both of those movies. I was aware what those movies were. I mean, it's my first time seeing them, even though they hadn't been out for a while. But I'm like, okay, these are movies that you watch. Yeah, okay, whatever. You know, just, you know, you move on with your fucking life. You know, I didn't sit here and watch 16 hours of YouTube videos about a movie after I done watched the movie like I do with the regular Marvel shit. And that's usually what I do. I watch a Marvel movie and I'm like, shit, the movie go off. First thing you do, you cut off whatever the fuck you was watching and you put it on fucking YouTube. By the time I watch a movie, the movie done been out for a month and a half, or however long it take for it to go to fucking streaming and shit. So it's a countless row of fucking videos when I look up whatever review. And it just go, I try to pick certain ones. I can't remember all them fucking names, and I don't like subscribing to all that shit. But usually, the most popular ones will be in the front. You pick one, it's always, one of them is always Angry Joe. I look at that's usually the first one because I'm like, okay, well, fuck, they stick them right there up the fucking front. And I look at Angry Joe video reviews. More technical than I would, but still layman. You know what I'm saying? Still layman. He watched, him and his little stooges, big stooge and little stooge. They do this. This is what they do. But I seriously doubt any of those people are in a background of theater or design or art or anything like that pertaining to the actual making of these movies, like a bunch of these other channels where those people sometimes actually work at them fucking studios. You know what I'm saying? Or they have another, they either write or some shit. A bunch of them is like that. You look at them, it's just, well, shit. You seeing shit that ain't nobody else gonna see because you work at the fucking studio. Or this is what the fuck you do for a living besides make YouTube videos. Of course, you gonna see all this shit. Angry Joe shit is just like, okay, that's like some shit I would do if I wasn't too lazy just to fucking get up and do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like everyman shit. You want to watch and see what the normal person, not some technical dude. But anyway, I watch his videos and there's a couple other ones I would watch. And some of them go way too deep into the movie. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go into film theory and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's some shit that a regular motherfucker like me or some like Joe or something, if it's some normal ass shit that we can see, then okay. Don't come pointing that shit to me about, the CGI was kind of blah, 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 because look right here, look, normal people wouldn't see that. It's like if I was a seamstress or some shit. Somebody walk in there and I can notice that a thread is off or some shit. I don't know. But I watch all this shit. I had no desire I watched one review after I watched these movies. I tried to watch some on Venom, and like it was a lot. It's just the amount of people creating shit on YouTube, but nothing looked interesting. I ain't never seen that many short reviews in my life. When I looked up, I don't like short form content. If it's a video that's like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, I probably won't watch it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whatever I'm looking for, it takes a lot more than fucking 8 minutes to talk about. Because the last one, I watched Angry Joe, and then I watched another one that was about 8 minutes, and I'm just like, as soon as I get to watching it, I got the video is off. I'm like, shit, I thought he was gonna say something. But anyway, and that was and don't even get me on Morbius. So after the Venom, all the Venom stuff is just a bunch of short ass videos. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of short videos, and people are like, hey, I watched the movie. All right, that's it. I'll check y'all later on the next one. That's about it. But I don't really care because I saw the movie for what it was, and I'm like, okay, that ain't something people gonna be scratching over for a while. Doctor Strange is a little bit different. You look on that, oh man, nigga, it's fucking video, and that's for all the regular Marvel shit. It's just 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 minute videos, and I'm like, this is generally what I would watch, but I'm trying to do something here. I don't want to watch the long ass video, but I will, because a lot of times, and I didn't bother watching no Easter egg shit on none of this Sony shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Oh, here we go. These are all the film breakdown and all the Easter eggs, and I don't care. I don't care. Regular Marvel shit, for some reason, I would watch that shit. Because it's all shit that I would not have seen. The Sony stuff, nope. Don't care. I'm not watching no fucking Easter eggs. If you wasn't busy putting all them fucking Easter eggs and references inside your goddamn film, you could have used that energy to make a better movie. That's usually what I'm thinking when people start talking about. Once I see all the Easter eggs that they put in these fucking movies, I'm just like, if they just spent that time on the fucking story, then we, you know, I'm just like, it takes a lot of effort to build all these sets and these scenes, and you want to put all these stupid references and shit to that 99.9% of people are not going to fucking see. We're not. But I didn't. That was was that? No, that was Morbius. I wouldn't fuck Morbius. Let There Be Carnage. I just seen the reviews. I don't even think I even seen the Easter egg video. I'm pretty sure they're out there, but yeah, whatever. But I like the two Venom movies were passable. And what I had to do, I had to rent Venom. I had to buy the second Venom for some reason, because I'm on Xbox. So I had to go to the Xbox thing to rent my movies when I want to see shit that ain't on Disney Plus. So I'm like, okay, I had to rent, I had to buy fucking Let There Be Carnage, and I had to, I had to rent Morbius. I'm like, if I can rent Morbius, why the fuck do I have to buy? So yeah, I had to pay $15 for the movie. I had already rented the first one. I kind of assumed that they were all rentable, so I went ahead and rented the first Venom. And I'm like, and I'm thinking that all these movies got something to do with each other, loosely, but I thought they all had something directly to do with each other, and they don't. But it's a bundle on Xbox where you can buy all of them, all three of the, Venom, Venom 2, and Morbius. It's a little stack. You could buy all these for like $30. So I was like, okay, well, I already rented the fucking movie. It don't make no sense. Just buy it. I'm not fucking poor or nothing. So $15. I waste that just walking to the fucking store. So whatever. So I watched that. I went ahead and bought that shit, and we went through what I went through yesterday and watched all the movies. Then I get to the day where I got to Morbius. I was just about to drop the N-word again. I was that was about to be the first thing on my mouth. I'm like, man, look. The only thing that I have to say about this movie was, hey, that's Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, that's Tyrese. That's it. Other than afterwards, I was like, oh, that was Jared Leto? Huh. Didn't pop in my head, none in that movie that was Jared Leto. Leto. You know what? The strange thing about that is my name is Jared Lee. Yeah, that's my name. My name is Jared Lee. His name is Jared Leto. Spell our names different though. His is J-A, I'm J-E. And of course, I have just Lee as a last name and his is Leto, but whatever. You from right up the street too. Couple of hundreds of miles. I've seen him in concert. That's one of the things he will fall into that category of people I like on purpose. Like LL Cool J, Will Smith, Queen Latifah. You know what I'm saying? People like that done went from one thing to another and been successful with it. I kind of I'm drawn to that. I like that. Even though 30 Seconds to Mars, his band, I had the CD before I seen him in concert. I listened the hell out of like 3 songs on that. I ain't like all the songs. It's 3 songs on that I listen to like on repeat. It's like if you had the CDs, you just pick 1, 2, 3, repeat. You just play them 3 songs. All the rest of them is just like. But I seen him in concert in New Orleans. He is a wild guy. So if you hear crazy shit about, everybody's already heard crazy shit about Jared Leto. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's already heard shit about crazy shit about Jared Leto. But I've seen him in concert, and he's out there. He's out there. He was all, and this is an outdoor concert at a festival. And he was all off the stage, off in the crowd, damn near behind the crowd, in the sound booth, climbing up on the poles and shit behind that shit. And yeah, he's a performer, and it's it's the opposite of this Morbius movie. The antithesis of this I mean, you don't want him fucking up a character. I mean, I guess he's a good actor for a reason, because this movie is drab, man. It is. It's like the opposite of this person that it is drab. This movie is no fun. Like I said with the Venom movies, you got Venom. Venom is funny. You know what I'm saying? He goofy as shit. Would this movie fit a goofy tone? Probably not, but goddamn. Blade was fine. You know what I'm saying? You watch the Blade movies, it was shit. Blade was cool. People like Blade. This movie didn't have none of whatever that was that Blade had. This movie sucked ass. It was boring. It was stupid. And I'd be like, oh, I was gonna look at some reviews to see if, maybe I missed some shit, because I don't know shit about Morbius, the character. You know what I'm saying? I stayed away from everything. I ain't watched nothing. I went into this movie about as blind as I could. And I was just nothing. You got to the end of the movie, you wait for some shit, nothing. Only thing you like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Why the fuck is that? What the hell? That's what I was going through the whole fucking movie. Like, dude, come on. Like, what the? Give me something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get nothing. And as far as I watched that one review, boom. The Angry Joe review, I watched that shit. I was like, okay, all three of them in agreement. I don't feel bad. That 1 8-minute review I watched after that, he basically said the movie sucked at 8 minutes. So, yeah. And when I looked up reviews, actually I tried to look up some reviews on Venom and all that other stuff, and Morbius shit was all included with it. You know what I'm saying? But why the heck? I don't know, man. This movie has no levity. You know what I'm saying? As bad as I might have thought that the Venom movies was, while I was watching them, I was laughing. You know what I'm saying? I was chuckling, I was laughing. Like, this shit is stupid, but whatever. It's Morbius, man, I'm just like, this movie is... I only seen one other movie that was more joyless than this one. It was a Jamie Foxx movie. You know what I'm saying? It was a Jamie Foxx movie, and I don't remember the name of it. I know he had to go get his son from some people that snatched him up. I don't know if he owed people money or not. I don't know. But to have Jamie Foxx as your main... I know he do dramatic shit too. But to have him as your fucking main character, and there's no levity in that movie at all. It's just no jokes, no nothing. It's just serious from point A all the way to Z. But that movie was better than Morbius. Even though, whatever, that's a whole different movie. But it was better than this shit. And it's up for the same thing. Just don't get to the... Like I say, I didn't know he was drinking blue blood. That's not their fault that my eyes don't work. So, but I'm just like, really, you made some blue-ass blood? And the whole movie is blue. It's like fucking Fallout 3 where everything is green. Or Fallout New Vegas where everything is fucking orange or yellow or some shit. I was just like, It's drab. It's joyless. You know what I'm saying? And there was I know you should be going into details. I didn't like none of this shit. that Milo boy, whatever the fuck. You just let somebody give you a name. How much of a bitch are you? You know what I'm saying? You let another cripple boy just call you something he been calling other people. Let's just think about that. This motherfucker just call you Milo. You know, my name is Lucian, or whatever the fuck his name is. His name is fucking Milo, bitch. The motherfucker that was there before you was named Milo. The motherfucker that was there before him was named Milo. Your fucking name is fucking Milo. Toby. Fuck out of here. This shit was so stupid. It was so dumb. I was just like, fuck out of here. But, you know, then that motherfucker was the Lucian Milo. It showed when it was adult, you know what I'm saying? Once he seen, what's his name, get that. You know what? I like listening to English people talk. I do. I have fucking YouTube. You know how many English people are talking on YouTube? And you know, it's unintentionally damn near 70% of the shit I listen to is somebody English with an accent. And every once in a while, some motherfucker from Australia get thrown in there, and I can't tell the fucking difference sometimes. Ain't my fault. I'm from over here. And I'm from the south part of over here. So yeah, but I'm listening to English people talk all the time. It's just like, and there is a thing. I've heard it mentioned from English people where people tell them, you know, I just like listening to you talk. You know, it's the accent. It's a reason no motherfuckers was able to come over here and talk these fucking Indians off their goddamn land, I guess. I don't know. I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but it sounds nice. Okay, you can stay. Until they tried to kick him off, then it's like, you gotta fight these motherfuckers now. But still. But you know what I don't like? When English people get angry or when they whine. It is unbearable. It is unbearable. It is unbearable. To me, I like listening to English people talk. Yeah, I ain't even for to try to do accent, but I like when they talk. But for some reason, when they get angry or when they whine, I just want them to shut the fuck up. And that Milo boy, once Michael wouldn't give him that motherfucking give him that little serum that he wanted. He's like, doing his job. You know what I'm saying? I have to get like that. I'm like, well, he is doing his job. Because I'm feeling it over here. Anytime I act a good or bad, well, you can tell somebody throwing in a bad performance. That wasn't a bad performance. It's just that aspect of it is just something that irritates me, kind of like Eddie Brock's character. That's just gonna irritate me regardless. That's not the actor's fault. Sometimes it is. But that wasn't the actor's fault. He can't help that his natural voice irritates the fuck out of me. Kind of like Mike Epps. I don't want to hear Mike Epps say shit. I've seen Mike Epps in some shit that didn't piss me off. I like fucking with Mike Epps because I don't like Mike Epps for some goddamn reason. I don't know why. That's a random ass shit, right? I don't like Mike Epps for some reason. Not personally. So don't get that twisted. I don't want shit getting pushed up through the fucking. Why would he give a fuck if I did or not? But it's just like, I don't find him funny. He made that one joke about jacking off on the couch when somebody walk in on you, you flip your dick up under your shirt. That shit was hilarious. But everything else after that, I didn't really find funny at all. I still find that shit funny. Because I've had to flip my dick up under my shirt. I've had to flip my dick up under my shirt for motherfuckers not knocking a few times. Like, floop, fuck. I'm busy here, bitch. I'm watching TV. I'm sorry, folks, but I am in Houston, even though it's nighttime out here now. But it is it was 100-degree day today. It was 100 like this shirt. Yeah, I'm like, this motherfucker got this ragged ass shirt on. If you've been anywhere in the South, I'm just gonna say the South because I don't know how shit is elsewhere. The most comfortable thing you can wear when it's hot is a loose cotton shirt. You don't want no super medium ass shit grabbing on you like you the Rock or some shit, trying to show off your muscles. No, you want some loose ass cotton. You can fucking breathe. Let a breeze in this motherfucking shit. I put this shirt on earlier. I seen the neck was all stretched out and shit. I'm like, this is perfect. This is perfect. I put this shirt. I might not take this shirt off for the next 3 days. Shit. Whew. What the fuck was I talking about? Hold on. I get it. I know it has something to do with, or was I talking about something else? Don't get old, people. Don't get old, because this is the shit that happened to you. You be talking and shit, and you don't fucking go off subject, because you'll lose track of what you're saying. Anyway, I'm just gonna start up somewhere with Morbius. I had to be somewhere towards the end because I've been talking here for a minute. Bunch of dumb shit happened, stupid shit over there. I don't care. English people talking, making me mad. There we go. Mad English people are pissing me off because I don't like the way they voice sound when they get pissed off. There we go. My brain works sometimes. Yeah, that's a me problem. That's not a them problem. And oh yeah, I was talking about Mike Epps. I don't like Mike Epps. That's not his fault. Anyway, that's a me problem. I'm like that with a bunch of people. Like I said, I got issues. It's for some reason I run across people that I just don't fucking like it. I ain't met them or said not one word to them. It's just I don't like the way they look, or I might not like the way their voice sound. Like, yeah. Don't like it. That's my superpower, not liking people. Nah. You think I can fly around like a bat with Morbius powers because I get mad at people? I gotta stay mad at people, else I lose my fucking power. Like fucking the Hulk or some shit. They did steal that shit too. You say, what did he say? He said he was hungry or something. You wouldn't want to see me when I'm hungry or some shit like that. What the fuck did he say? The line that he stole from fucking Bruce Banner? Really? Anyway, the movie sucked, man. And of course, at the end of it, I guess the chick is a vampire now. I seen a female. I can't see faces well. I just seen a female that they showed at the end. So I was like, okay, did he bite her and turn her? Can he do that? I don't know Morbius. You know what I'm saying? I say I don't know Morbius. Now I know that he probably didn't even know it. All right, the other dude did. Did he die? I don't know. I don't remember what happened. I just watched that movie 20 minutes ago, right before a while ago, right after I just watched the fucking movie. Shit. I don't remember what the fuck happened at the end. I just know they showed fucking Morbius flying off with a bunch of goddamn bats. The literal goddamn Batman. They call him a vampire, but he's not a vampire. He's a fucking Batman. You know what I'm saying? A living vampire. Well, according to this movie, he's a fucking Batman. He injected himself with fucking bat DNA or whatever the fuck he did. It's not a fucking vampire. It's not undead. If you ain't undead, you're not a goddamn vampire. He just has vampire-ish abilities. But he's a fucking bat. He's a literal fucking Batman. I was thinking about it, I was like, because I don't know shit about Morbius. I knew it was supposed to be some vampire type shit. But I'm like, I'm just like, I was like, no, he's a bat. Bats can't do all the shit he was doing though. It's like for somebody that got injected with some bat DNA or whatever the fuck he did to himself, you sure ended up with some non-badass powers. I was like, if you gonna get all, bats flap around their wings to fly and shit. I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker just gliding around and shit like he a fucking spider monkey. Bats can't do that. I'm just saying. It ain't like Spider-Man got bit by a radioactive fucking spider. He got the proportionate strength of a spider. How fucking strong are spiders then? Because Spider-Man can do some outlandish ass shit that I don't think spiders can do, even with shit around their size. You pay attention to Spider-Man. Spider-Man got to be, as far as strength wise, Spider-Man got to be at least top 3. He's stronger than Thor. Maybe. He probably ain't stronger than Thor, but he probably right behind Thor and Hulk. As far as strength is concerned. Because he can spank everybody else. Captain whoever can't do nothing with him. You start naming other people, I mean, it's just, what, a Black Panther? Because you know, Black Panther or whatever. But could Black Panther beat Spider-Man? Probably not. Spider-Man is like secret OP though, when you just look at the shit that he does, and they keep him at ground level, but it's like, he's strong as shit. I'm like, he could just pick up and trunk cars around and shit. I'm like, that's not normal. Captain America can't do that. Captain America can't just pick up cars and throw them shits all over the goddamn place. Who else? I'm just talking about physical shit, because you start dealing with, you know what? I'm finna start talking about something totally goddamn different. When it comes to fucking, I'm finna say, well, magic people ain't gonna be able to fuck with him. Well, apparently, he can fuck over magic people too, because he made fucking Doctor Strange like a stupid ass, which ain't supposed to happen. I'm sorry. Ain't supposed to happen. So I don't know. I don't know. The fucking bat powers and all that. Whatever the fuck. Batman. You know what I'm saying? Batman. Oh! This is something I wanted to bring up that I saw in fucking Let There Be Carnage. So, apparently there is a Superman somewhere in the Marvel Universe. At least in the Venomverse. There's a Superman out there somewhere. It might just be a fictional Superman, but there is a Superman. It's just like DC Comics might just be like literal DC Comics. And somebody will probably be able to bring that up and be like, yeah, you know, they have DC Comics in Marvel. You know, so the superheroes, Batman and all that other stuff, they exist in the Marvel Universe as comic book characters. Because I don't remember that chick name. I don't even remember which Venom movie it was, but I know there was this Eddie and that chick was driving in the car, and they was discussing the symbiote. I don't know if he had it or not. I think that's when the symbiote had left. That might have been the second one. The symbiote had left Brock, and they was trying to find the symbiote or whatever the fuck. And Brock was telling, I don't know the damn circumstance, but Brock was telling her that that the symbiote was weak to fire and sound. And she said, oh, that's like their kryptonite. So I'm like, and I was like, that. So there's a Superman, either real or fictional. I'm assuming it's fictional. It makes sense if it's fictional. Comics do shit like that. So I'm like, there's a fictional Superman, like Superman in the Marvel Universe, because she mentioned kryptonite, which there's no other reason for you to mention kryptonite, because kryptonite is not a real world element. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real world element. It's only relevant to Superman. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just so. I don't know if that was something they put in there on purpose. You never know with these movies. Or if that's one of them things. It's one of them things like if somebody's doing a scene and it's just something that because you know all the scenes ain't perfectly scripted, that comes out of their mouth. Like, if you watching Star Trek shit and somebody on Star Trek says, oh my God. Well, you know, if you just know Star Trek, well, you know that Star Trek is a secular universe. You know what I'm saying? Most people are, at least that, you know, the way they make things. It's a secular universe, so nobody's praying. they did back in the day before they learned all this other shit. You know, in Star Trek, it's a secular universe. So somebody saying, "Oh my God," would be out of character. But people do it all the time in Star Trek, and I'm like, one of the writers don't, they had them say that, or the actor said it, or whatever. It's just like that's not supposed to be there, because that's what they do pretty much. They go around exploring whatever, but they run across all kind of shit all the time, and they basically like god busters, like myth busters. You know what I'm saying? Something claiming to be a god, and they go and fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a god and blah blah blah. You just a being just like us, but a little different and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's that. I watch too much goddamn TV. I watch too much goddamn TV, but I ain't got shit else to do. Shit. I need to get up and do some push-ups instead of fucking watching this damn TV all the damn time. What else? Oh, I was saying that the chick had to. I was watching. They was talking about that Lucian stuck out with a vial or did some shit. I don't know. I wouldn't have saw that shit if he. I don't know what the fuck he did. I'm thinking that maybe. When Michael, after the chick was laying on the ground, I don't know what the fuck he did to that woman. They just showed up there when I was watching. It's just like bloop, woman on the ground, and Milo had did some shit too. I'm like, what the fuck? So they were saying that Milo might have stuck up with a vial. He might have stuck up with a vial, and they had that whole moment between them two where she was like, she thinks she about to die, and she know how the shit works, so she won't. If he got a fight with Milo, he was like, well, you gonna need, that blue shit ain't gonna work for you. You gonna need some red. Drink my red, motherfucker. And if I'm gonna die, let it be for something. Drink my blood. You get your strength. You can go fight him and whoop his ass or whatever the fuck, or whatever. I'm thinking the way I would have saw it, because I ain't seen none of this shit. Then maybe he bitter. Like I said, I don't know if shit worked like this, but maybe he bitter. And he drank some of her blood but didn't kill her. Because he drank one. Every time they show him drink the fake blood, it's always one of those little packs. Look like the little Radaway packs on fucking Fallout and shit. He went and drank some Radaway. He drank some Radaway and fucking went on. I think he might have. This is what I got out of it. This is probably false as fuck. But if you have to make sense of shit that I'm not gonna go watch that shit again. I watched Doctor Strange again the other day. I'm not gonna fucking watch this movie again. It sucks. But I'm thinking he might have bit her, and maybe that would turn her. But I'm like, if that then because he might have just drunk a little bit of her blood. He ain't drink enough to drain her whole goddamn body and no shit like that. Because you would have to drink a lot too. One of those officers made a comment like that. It was like, we got all these goddamn bodies drained of blood. He was like, well, how much blood can a motherfucker drink at one time? You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't remember when he said, I don't know, this was after the chick or before the chick. I don't know. I do remember him saying that. But they showed the chick, and I couldn't tell if it was the same chick, because when motherfuckers changing and shit, they either put some CGI or makeup on their face. I can't tell if it's the same fucking actor or not. I'm like, is that the same motherfucker? I know they put the camera square on her face at the end, so it got to be important. I know enough about movies. I'm like, if they put the camera square on her face, she got to be important. Is that the same chick that was laying down there about to die, that bit her lip? She bit her lip to bleed a little bit to kind of entice her, because it's foreshadowing, dude. She had pricked herself earlier, and he was like, man, you might want to cover that, deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a blood fiend over here, and you sitting over there bleeding and shit. I'm gonna need for you to take care of that before I fuck around and come over there and start sucking on you and shit. Not in a good way either. But anyway, I don't know what the fuck is coming with this movie. I really don't. I have I got plans to. I might do another fucking Doctor Strange video, a clean, a fresh run of that, different type of video, a commentary video while the movie is playing. But I got to get the volume and shit right. But they had the end credit scene. I didn't watch the last one. I was watching Angry Joe thing, and they explained the last one. I was like, I didn't need to see that. The second one, I was like, they showed the purple shit in the sky. Like I said, you got to be watching all this shit, else you won't know what the fuck is happening. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from two different studios. I'm looking, and I was like, they did the purple shit in the sky. I'm like, huh? That must be some of the shit from fucking No Way Home. Some of the Doctor Strange spell that went awry. And then all of a sudden, they got, what's his name, in the cell. So I guess he got drugged into this universe, you know what I'm saying? But, quite a ways from the other villains that got pulled in. And he was like, hey, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be here? And he wasn't actually all that shocked about it. It's weird. I guess you live in a universe where stupid shit happen. I guess it'd be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you done had all this shit happen, if we had like DC Marvel shit in our universe on this earth, and we just we aware of this shit, we see it on the news or we done seen it ourselves, and we sitting there and we aware that all we got aliens and superheroes and gods and all kind of shit like that, and some stupid shit happen where you sitting there minding your business and all of a sudden you like bloop, like I guess I finally sat in some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just like it's just like it. Fuck it. I mean, and it depends on where the fuck I end up. I tell you that. I'm pretty sure if I'm sitting here minding my goddamn business, because I'm pretty sure he was in jail. I don't know how you see, it don't make no sense, because the Vulture, Michael Keaton, the one that popped up, I don't know if I said that, the Vulture, he just popped up, he was in jail. I'm thinking, because he was in jail in the other shit. He popped up in another universe in jail. You probably knew it wasn't his jail. He like, huh? But he was kind of looking in the mirror like, you somebody else. I'm like, no, you the same motherfucker. A couple years old. But yeah. But he was aware that he was somewhere that he wasn't. And they just let your ass out of fucking jail? You just appear in the goddamn jail cell. You're like, well, shit, you ain't supposed to be here. We're going to let you go. I don't think shit work like that. Maybe in the Marvelverse. Nigga, you just show up in the jail cell down here out the goddamn blue. They just gonna keep your ass up in there. If they take you out that jail cell, they finna put you right in another one. No, we got a whole lot of questions for you. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going no fucking where. He can't break out of fucking walls like Morbius can, drink some goddamn blood and then bust through a fucking prison wall. Like, how strong are these fucking bats? You know what I'm saying? How strong are these goddamn bats? These are some super goddamn bats. Alright, anyway. That's as far as I got. And then the second one, they say it had something to do with him and Morbius and the Vulture. Something about Spider-Man. I was like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Spider-Man cameo in not cameo, but I whatever the reference. I seen the reference when they showed him on TV, and the end scene from I think it was Let There Be Carnage. And that dude came in and like, what are you doing in my room? And I'm just like, yeah, what are you doing in this room? Did he just appear in there? Not knowing? I don't know. It's weird. Did all those people get mysteriously pulled into the goddamn universe? With the Doctor Strange shit? and now they in the universe. Because I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so, because they would have had some contact. I mean, Vulture had contact with them in this universe, though. You know what I'm saying? The current Spider-Man universe is already in there. So that would have made sense if they would have did that with Venom, to where they would have to pluck him out where that rift of the spell kind of blooped him into the current verse. I would say that would make sense, but the Venom is two different. I mean, they had a movie with fucking 3 Spider-Man in it, so of course, you know, you got one Venom. It was a Venom in one of the other Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. I don't know. The shit is confusing. Because they had already kind of teased in the regular Marvel, you know, the Disney Marvel, that there was a piece of a symbiont, you know. So there's already a fucking thing. You know what? Hold up. Now, the symbiont that was it. I don't remember which Spider-Man movie that was. If it was a Spider-Man movie, that they had the symbiont in the end scheme, was there was at some tropical shit, wasn't they? Because I didn't watch all this shit in order, so you know what I'm saying. I you know, I'm kind of the whenever they revealed that piece of a Venom symbiont, the black symbiont, it looked like it was some kind of tropical setting. That's what my brain is telling me. He could have been downtown New York for all I know. But that's what I'm kind of thinking. And then at the end of this movie, they got fucking Eddie Brock was in the dude room. He was out on the floor and shit, and they had the Spider-Man, the Tom Holland Spider-Man on the fucking TV before the other dude walked in and was like, "What are you doing in my room?" And he was like, "I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in there." It didn't seem he had the Venom with him. I mean, the symbiote with him. I don't know. There's going to be some kind of fucking integration going with all this shit. I don't know if it's going to be Spider-Man specific or whatever the fuck, because all this Marvel shit got so much stuff going on. And like I say, it's hard to keep up with this shit, because you're like with anything else. I watch all this shit, the movies and all, like throwing love. Whatever the Thor movie is out, Love and Thunder, I've got the whole thing for it. It's out right now. I may or may not see that in the theaters. You know what I'm saying? I won't actually see it until it's streaming, because in the theaters I can't see worth shit. See, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically donating $12 if I go fucking see it. So the people that go see these movies, it's like, okay, you go see the shit, and then you got all these other pieces to movies on Disney Plus with the little Disney Plus shit that they got going, and then you got other pieces of the movies in the Sonyverse, which they trying to integrate with. But even if you don't go to the movies and see those, it's like, I mean, I don't know, I guess, because you know those, you know, at least on Disney Plus, eventually, if you got Disney Plus, you got it made. You gonna see all this shit eventually. Now, if you don't, I mean, yeah, you gonna see all this shit eventually. If you don't have Disney Plus, you stuck with the shit that you see in the movies. If you watch all this shit. If you only go see it at the movies, then you have to watch it. If you following it faithfully, if you don't give a fuck, it don't matter. But if you're trying to follow all this shit, then you gotta watch everything that's in the movies. You gotta watch the movie. You gotta make sure to sit your ass down through the credits. And then you gotta make sure you watch all the fucking movies. That means now you gotta watch the Disney shit, and you gotta watch the fucking Sony shit. And you gotta look at all the fucking the end credit scenes after that. Try to put that shit together for what's coming. The little teasers and shit. Because if you don't know what to fucking look out for. And I'm just going to tell you right now, the best thing to do is just watch that. Don't watch anything that ain't the fucking show. Don't read no articles. If you watch, especially if you streaming and shit, if a fucking a commercial for one of these a trailer come up, just turn the volume down, turn your head. If you know you gonna try to keep up, because they will spoil you. They will fuck the movie up for you. Just stay away from all that shit. No videos, no nothing. Stay away from everything until you watch the movie. After you watch the movie, watch the videos. They gonna all still be there. They will still get their views and they watch time. Just don't watch none of this shit. It's just like now, I'm talking about this shit. I might as well, since I literally paid for this movie, I might as well go back, because I had to rent I got 2 weeks. Go back, look at, I think for the second one, I have to go back and look at I will literally go back to the movie and start at the credits. I'm not rewatching those movies. Start at the credits and watch the end scene. Go Morbius. Go to the end. Watch the end credit scenes just to get the grasp of that shit myself and leave it like that. But watch nothing else. And I'm like, for this, for the Sony stuff, the way it's going now, I'm just like, man, look, I'm hoping that they can make decent movies for. Now, Venom is one thing. Venom is a popular character. Morbius is fucking not. You would have to pull a Guardians of the Galaxy out your ass. You know what I'm saying? With something like Morbius. And Guardians of the Galaxy was a whole thing. Ain't nobody know nothing about them characters. Those characters were nice though. You know what I'm saying? They were nice. He's just like, okay, I like their personality and all that. All right. It's enjoyable. The movie was enjoyable with a whole bunch of characters you ain't know shit about until you watch that movie. Morbius? Nope. You got a character you don't know shit about. You finna watch a movie about him that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? You don't like. And then they gonna try to tie all this shit together. They gonna fucking pull a DC. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really have to. It's like, okay, you getting yourself entwined with this Marvel shit. You know what I'm saying? You figure to integrate yourself with the main Marvel universe. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. Which is, fine. But, and I do mean a big ass but, you got to make sure your shit is top notch. You can't put out no more Morbiuses. You can't put out movies like that. Venom, okay, at least that movie got character. Morbius, no character. What is it about Morbius that would all anti-heroes have some kind of character? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have an anti-hero, you gotta have some kind of character. They made Venom funny. You know what I'm saying? They made him funny. Or else you just got some black shit that's going around biting off the heads of bad guys. They'll just be gory. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like the Punisher. You know? People like the Punisher. Punisher ain't got no character. He about as dry as what? People like his mythology. Nah, I said mythology. Methodology. You know what I'm saying? That's what people like about the fucking Punisher. They like his methodology. Now, if you watch that goddamn show, then I'm like, this is not the Punisher. This is something else. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. I ain't gonna say it was bad, but it's just like, yeah, this ain't the Punisher. But it's just like, if you made it the Punisher, you'll get a guy that ain't going around but just shoot the fuck up out of everybody. That's fine for some gory comic book shit, but you making a TV show or a movie, he gotta have some goddamn character. As a matter of fact, is that shit on Disney? I know they moved. I gotta look. I know they moved the fucking the Disney, the Netflix shit to Disney. I didn't look and see if they moved the. I don't know. Is Luke Cage on for? You know what? Because that shit is pretty goddamn dope. I gotta look and see. I know. You know what? I'm gonna look and see. I gotta look and see if they actually put that shit on there, and I want to watch it. I want to watch. I'm not gonna rewatch all that shit to see if they edited it, if they fixed that shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a dope shit. You know, Jessica Jones be getting it busy. She be getting it on. You know, Luke Cage, he gonna have his cup of coffee. I mean, it ain't just some grotesque ass shit, but not grotesque, gratuitous. But man, you know, shit goes on. Daredevil ain't banging nobody. No, he's not. I had to think, did this shit? No, he's not banging nobody. You know, then you get fucking Iron Fist. He damn sure ain't banging nobody. So that type of shit, you know, Iron Fist could be on Disney. Daredevil could be on Disney. You know, you could put the Defenders on Disney. I don't think that shit was too bad. You know, as far as gore and just adultness. But the rest, you know, the other shows, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. You know, hey, you know what I'm thinking about? Luke Cage, I don't know, man. That is some extra. You know what? I gotta look. While I'm doing the video, I'm for the fucking look. I can't hardly see my screen worth nothing. Just y'all info. Where's Disney Plus? There we go. Y'all see how I gotta hold my head? Look. Yeah, I'm for the fucking look. This video gonna be long and ain't nobody gonna watch it. I don't even know where to fucking look. They ought to have a tab for it by itself. Like you go to Marvel and it should have a little, you know, cross section just with that. Like where they got the movie, they got everything on here all organized and shit. I like Disney Plus. I don't watch none of this shit. I probably should. Last thing I watched on here that wasn't Marvel was that Mulan movie. Wasn't bad. Not something I would want to watch again. All right, let me see. Where is? I gotta pull out my secret weapon. All right, let me see. They're gonna Moonlight. Do they have it? That's the only thing I don't like about this shit. Let me see. They should have a whole Disney section, just not a Disney section, but a Netflix section just to itself. That's Ant-Man. Oh, come on, where is it? Come on, I know it's on here. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. It's all in order. Like I said, they put the shit on the Defenders. Punisher. Oh shit. So they on here. I don't know if they've been edited in it, but all the shows are on here. They are in order. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Defenders, Punisher. Right here in his own little section by itself. Huh. Okay. Alright. Now am I gonna look on there and that chick gonna set that motherfucker on fire? And he gonna start screaming like fuck? Which was, I don't know, man. That shit had me cringing. I was like, she set that goddamn dude on fire on Luke Cage. One of the second season, or whatever it was. Set that Mariah. Black Mariah. She set that motherfucker on fire. That motherfucker was screaming his ass off. She was thinking the same thing. She was thinking the same thing I was. That motherfucker was like, And you could see he was all engulfed in flames. He looked like fucking Johnny Blaze. How can you even fucking scream like, ah! And then she was like, oh, shut up. Boom, and shot that fucking head. He was screaming. She was thinking the same thing I was. I was like, shut up. Oh, man. Oh, my eyes are watering. It's not funny. It's not funny. You know the shit didn't happen. You know what? I'm saying that shit didn't happen in real life, but I've watched enough internet to see like people set on fire for real. I've seen shit that I wasn't supposed to see. Stay the fuck off the internet. Like for real. I'm not even joking about that. Whatever it was a couple of years ago, where a bunch of that shit was leaking online. They like from Mexico and the Middle East and all kind of shit. They show you people getting fucked all up. Oh man. Yeah, if you've seen people get set on fire, like for real, if they don't die, they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing because, I mean, your nerves burn all up. I mean, at a certain point, you don't feel it. You don't feel or hear anything because your eye, you get the point. But that motherfucker was, ah! And she was like, shut up, pow! You know it fucking hurt. Everybody's been burnt to some goddamn degree. You can just imagine if all of you was doing that at the same goddamn time. Like, no. No. Apparently that shit is on fucking Disney. I guess if that shit is on Disney Plus, god damn it. If that's on, now that shit wouldn't be no PG-13 in no movie, I'll tell you that. I think all of this shit is rated R. Jessica Jones rated R. Luke Cage rated R. All the rest of that shit can be PG-13. Except for Punisher is damn show rated R. So much blood and shit on that. And I'm thinking, if they want to do these characters like they want to do them, let the regular standard Marvel shit be like it is. And let fucking Sony do some rated R shit. Not just stupid gratuitous ass stuff, because sometimes, you give a motherfucker a rope, they try to be a cowboy. You can make a rated R movie. I mean, they can make a rated R movie. It's they fucking characters. You know what I'm saying? With their characters, they can do what the fuck they want. But because adults want to see that. We want to see adult situations. We don't want everything to be like Marvel usually have. It's just like a lot of people look at fucking Doctor Strange, the last one, with the little cameo scene that everybody talked about, that I talked about in my other review video. It's just like, shit, bruh. Go a step beyond that. But not too much. You know what I'm saying? Not too much. Go a little bit beyond that. Let us know that some fucked up shit happened. Let it and be like that. They already going around here showing people getting their heads and shit chopped off. Hold on. I'm talking shit. This is some shit they already doing. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there. I'm saying they need to do this and they need to do that. I got these movies right here on this goddamn list with the ratings. The ratings should be right underneath the movie somewhere. Is it? No, the ratings ain't underneath the movie. Do I need to click on the motherfucker? Venom. What? I only got 18 hours to watch this shit? Man, hold up. Alright, do they have the rating on here? Venom. PG-13. And they was biting off heads in that shit. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. PG-13. Okay. Morbius. PG-13. Okay. So apparently you can get away with quite a bit in a PG-13. Because all this shit is PG-13. And this is not adult shit. And they cuss and everything in this shit. I guess not too much. I guess they count how many cuss words you got or whatever. I don't know. And this movie here, the other movie I'm going to watch, is fucking rated R. I watched the trailer to this shit once or twice. And I'm like, I thought this was just going to be like a little laughable movie. Everything, everywhere, all at once. And it is fucking rated R. 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's long too. I damn near forgot I had this movie on here. I rented it. I gotta watch it. I just thought about I got my other movie expiring 18 hours. Do that shit go by after you watch it, then you got a certain amount of time to watch it again. I could have sworn something said 14 days. You got 14 days to watch it, and then after that, they give you enough time to watch it again or whatever. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Everything, everything, everywhere, all at once. This is a movie. This is something I seen the trailer to while I was watching YouTube videos, and well, I mean, I ain't seen nothing else on this movie, but I was like, that look interesting. But I ain't seen much of it. But I rented it, so I'm gonna watch it. With the Asian chick in it, be hopping from universe to universe or some kind of shit. She be doing one thing and then bloop, she doing another in a different body and shit or something like that. I don't know. I'm watching. But yeah. Morbius. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I don't know what the next movie gonna be. It's gonna probably be something I don't know nothing about because once you start to get off to obscure characters, I have no idea who the fuck none of these people are. It's like that now. You'd have to be like a literal comic book nerd. And I use that word nerd endearingly because I get all my information from nerds. So just because I say comic book nerd, that just means, when I say comic book nerd, I mean that's a motherfucker that know every goddamn thing. You know? That's a motherfucker that know everything. At least mostly. Especially with all these characters they bringing up. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Well, yeah, that's such and such and such. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. I would have to find out who Charlize Theron is playing in that fucking movie. I was able to figure out a lot of it just from what I knew. I know what role she kind of gonna play with the stories that they have now. I'm not totally ignorant, but when you start getting deep down into it, and you get to talk about these non-mainstream people who don't have their own comics and shit like that, nah, I ain't gonna know who the fuck it is. I really ain't. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. I'm finna sit here and try to recover from watching 4 bad movies. And I do consider those Venom movies to be bad, but not horrible. They made me laugh, so it's that. So, let me get out of here. I will catch y'all on the flip side, baby. Look at my beard. Woo!